of my life and still I'm trying to get up that great big hill. I realized quickly, like I knew I should, that this world is made up of this brotherhood of man, whatever that means. And I cried sometimes and I minded then just to get all I was in my head, that I start feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high, and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? And I try. Oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution, and I pray. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for a revolution. And I try sometimes and I might invent just to get all I was in my head, that I start feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high, and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, hey, hey. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, hey, hey. I say, hey, what's going on? 5 years of my life and still I'm trying to get up that great big hill of hope. Thank you, backup singer.
Sid Marty's Argument for Ascending. Side hill gouging gives my ankles pain. Stiff-kneed evenings and arthritic old age. Slab rock and ice have let so many down from an awkward stance to their finger ends. The mystery of falling. Gravity too is my domain. It turns you, swimmer, over. I watch from the steep approaches. The skulls of goats, the skulls of sheep foot my precipitous fences. learn to fail sometimes. Bear with me. Your body is the cross you carry to the high places, and your reward, a tearing wind, a view of endless higher summits. Sid Marty.
Welcome to springtime at Sorcerer Lodge. If you neglect sunscreen, it's a good idea to have 98% aloe vera gel.
And if you don't reapply in the middle of the day, it's a good idea not to wear the bandana.
Yeah, no, it's within the last month.
It's like
I can imagine, yeah. I don't know what the beginning of it is.
After several days in the cabin, communication skills are well honed. That's what you eat, eh?
Yeah. You
Is there a bone in it?
Let's lube up your face first.
Yeah.
What is it?
How is it?
Kind of bony.
So that's the turkey's ass.
Now, Randy?
The one and only.
Is it?
Say
Not
no,
bad.
no, it's the Pope's nose.
No, it's the Pope's nose.
It's the balloon knot.
I'm not signing a thing. You can forget about that.
Look at his lips now, they match the rest of them.
I'm like, all right.
Cheers.
Out of all the groups I've guided, yeah, you're one of them.
Yeah. The girls like it.
Real foot stomper.
Well, I'm wilder than him. What else can I say? And I know that's why he fell in love with me. He's a house on fire. He's got all those charms. I'm a house on fire too, but I've got 4 alarms. 'Cause I'm wilder than him. Drives him out of his mind. I guess he thought that he was just one of a kind. But he's a summer storm. I'm a hurricane. One just blows to town. One blows the town away. 'Cause I'm wilder than him. When we go driving in my car, racing through the night, it's a hearse. He can drive as fast as me, but he stops at all the lights. He says that I'm crazy, but he's probably right. But I know the reason is because I'm twice as wild. 'Cause I'm wilder than him. Drives him out of his mind. I guess he thought that he was just one of a kind. But he's a summer storm. I'm a hurricane. One just blows to town. One blows the town away. 'Cause I'm wilder than him. When he takes my hand and he looks me in the eye, I see something that I've never seen in my life. He takes my fire and he turns it way down low. He takes it high and he makes it not so cold. He takes a distance and he breaks it into miles.
Now you got the dirty dog. Now that's dirty dog.
David and I that summer cut trails on the survey all week in the valley for wages an air that was steeped in the wail of mosquitoes. But over the sun-alive weekends we climbed to get from the ruck of the camp, the surly poker, the wrangling, the snoring under the fetid tents. And because we had joy in our lengthening coltish muscles, and mountains for David were made to see over, stairs from the valleys and steps to the sun's retreats. Our first was Mount Gleam. We hiked in the long afternoon to a curling lake and lost the lure of the faceted cone and the swell of its sprawling shoulders. Past the inlet we grilled our bacon, the strips festooned on a poplar prong and the hurrying slant of the sunset, while round us the cold pines thrust the stars. The dawn was a floating of mist till we reached to the slopes above timber and won to snow, like fire in the sunlight. The peak was upthrust like a fist in a frozen ocean of rock that swirled into valleys the moon could be rolled in. Remotely unfurling eastward, the alien prairie glittered, and down through the dusty scree on the west we descended, and David showed me how to use a give of shale for giant, incredible strides. I remember, before the larch's edge, I jumped a long green surf of juniper flowing away from the wind and landed in gentian and saxifrage spilled on the moss. Then the darkening firs, and the sudden whirring of water that knifed down a fern-hidden cliff and splashed unseen into the mist and the shadows. One Sunday, on Ramparts Arrête, a rain squall caught us and passed, and we clung by our bluing fingers and boot nails an endless hour in the sun, not daring to move to the ice that steamed from the slate. And David taught me how time on a knife edge can pass with the guessing of fragments remembered from poets, the matching of stories from school days, letters delivered to man from the Cambrian waves.
Yeah.
Deep thoughts.
So this time little Johnny's in math class, and the teacher asks a question to the class, if there are 3 crows sitting on a telephone wire and the farmer comes out with a shotgun and shoots one of the crows, how many crows are left? And little Johnny puts up his hand, but the teacher knows not to pick on him. So she says, little Susie, how many crows are left? Little Susie says, well, that's easy, teacher. If there are 3 crows sitting on a telephone wire and the farmer comes out with a shotgun and shoots one of the crows, 3 crows minus 1 crow is 2 crows. There's 2 crows left on the wire. Teacher goes, very good, Susie, very good. Johnny's still in the back. Oh. Teacher goes, okay, Johnny, what do you have to say for the class? Johnny says, well, actually, teacher, you know, little Susie's answer is wrong. Teacher says, well, why is that? Well, you know, if there are 3 crows sitting on a telephone wire and the farmer comes out with a shotgun and shoots one of the crows with the sound of the shotgun, and one of the crows falling dead, the other 2 crows are just going to fly away. So the answer is actually 0. There's no crows left on the wire. Teacher says, well, you know, Johnny, this is math class, and it was a subtraction question. That's not the answer we're looking for, but I like the way you're thinking. Johnny says, okay, teacher, I've got a question for you. There are 3 women sitting on a park bench eating ice cream cones. One of them's sucking the ice cream cone, one of them's licking the ice cream cone, and one of them's biting the ice cream cone. Which one of them is married? And the teacher thinks, oh, no. You know. She says, well, Johnny, I guess it'd have to be the one sucking the ice cream cone. Johnny says, nope, the one with the wedding ring. But I like the way you're thinking.
Met a man on the street last night. He said his name was Jesus. Met a man on the street last night. Thought he was crazy till I watched him heal a blind man. I watched him heal a blind man. So afraid to even look down on her. Then she spread her little wings and flew away. I live this life until this life won't let me live here anymore. Then I will walk, yes I will walk with patience bridge last night. He said, I'm tired of this maddening life and I'm ready to go meet Jesus. I said, he's a friend of mine, met him just last night, and it's alright. I'll live this life until this life won't let me live here anymore. Then I will walk, yes I will walk with patience through that open door.